Welcome back to North of the Broad. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. And do you like birds? Do you love birds? Aren't they beautiful? And we have with us today someone from Wild Birds Unlimited. Actually, not someone. She's a worker with them on staff at the Wild Birds Unlimited right here in Beaufort. Good to have you with us, Lori Thompson. Lori, welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. You said, you know, I'm retired and I've always loved birds, and now I'm kind of working part-time and I'm immersed with birds at Wild Birds.
Yes, so. It's a great little store. It's backyard nature store, so we not only serve the bird population as in the seed and that, we have bird feeders and houses, and we do special things. We have local naturalists here in our area that give bird walks once a month, and the people that we use are phenomenal. They can just hear a bird on one of the trails and say, oh, look in this bush or look in this tree, and this is the color you're looking for.
Right.
So it's very educational for people.
So I love that about Wild Birds, that it's not just a store where you have seed and feeders and ornaments, for your yard and gardens and so forth. But the educational component, I think, is really, really cool. And the store is a little over 3 years old, and it's on Boundary Street.
Yes.
Right. And so let's kind of dive in a little bit to birds. I was looking at this quote on my notes that we've lost over 3 billion birds over the last 50 years. Why?
Yes. Well, a lot of their environment. You just look around in our area, you see all the houses going up, which I understand we need, but we also need to be kind and friendly to our animals and birds that live with us.
And when folks come into Wild Birds Unlimited to the store, do they, I bet they have a lot of questions, and then there's some that just know exactly what they want. Or I have this bluebird or this red whatever, and help me. What kind of customers? You talk about your customer base and what kind of questions you get. I think that would be fascinating.
All right, that's the fun part. It keeps me on my game too. And I don't know everything about birds, but I learn with the people that come in the store. They'll ask me about bluebirds. That's a big thing around here. Yes. We have bluebird boxes. We have special feed for bluebirds. We have nesting products for bluebirds. But because we've destroyed a lot of their environment, they don't have the natural cavities that they would normally nest in.
Right.
And so by providing those to them, even in your own backyard, you can promote the growth of their population.
And hummingbirds. My husband loves hummingbirds. And I asked you before we started the interview, he has several hummingbird feeders, but I don't see any hummingbirds coming. So are they gone, or?
Most of the hummingbirds will be around. You'll spot them here and there until the end of October. Okay. We say around Halloween. They come usually around March till Halloween. Not to say that you couldn't keep one all year round in our area, because our climate is so nice for them. Just make sure you keep your feeders clean and your feeders full, and you will see migratory hummingbirds also. So they're coming down from further north through us and then making their migration.
Right.
So you will notice some of those also.
What is your favorite bird?
My favorite bird, I think I have to say a kingfisher.
So for those who don't know what it looks like, what does it look like? I guess I've seen it before.
He's probably about this big. It looks sort of, for those that are first glancing, he looks sort of like a giant blue jay, I guess. He's got a nice stripe around his neck. He's got a really nice beak. They fish for fish.
Yes.
You usually see them on high lines looking down into the water. They love marsh. They love the ocean area, that kind of thing, little rivers and that. And, I just love watching them because they're unusual.
Very unusual.
Yeah.
All right. So if you have any questions, whatever you need for birds, go on out to Wild Birds Unlimited on Boundary Street, and you'll have staff
Yeah.
like Lori here to answer your questions and help you find whatever you need. Is there anything else we need to share with our community?
You know, we have the feeders, the food we get in fresh every week, every Wednesday, and it's especially blended for the birds in our region.
Perfect.
And so it's going to be, you know, easy for you to get involved.
All right. Thank you, Lori, so much for being with us and for your work with the birds. And I know the birds thank you. Wild Birds Unlimited, Lori Thompson. We'll be right back.